Everyone has doubts. Doubts about, am I good enough? Is this gonna work? Does it make sense? If you're making a video game, your doubts are, can I do it? Do I have the capability? If I put it out there, is it gonna make any money? What are people gonna say about it? Can I finish it? Do I have enough money to finish it? Should I choose this? Should I choose that? We have doubts, right? And it's normal. So if you're sitting there with doubts and you're getting stuck by it, I want you to know that it's normal. Like, embrace the doubt, because it means you're thinking about it. It means that you're not just blindly going along, just doing whatever and not paying attention to your environment. It's really good to pay attention. But here's the thing, and you know this. I'm telling you something you absolutely know. The people who succeed, listen to their doubts. They might get stopped for just a brief moment, a nanosecond. Like, A or B? Oh, this might not work out. I'll do A. And then I'll get feedback, and if it's not the right thing, then I'll transition to B if that's possible. Am I good enough? Well, I might be or I might not be. What does it really matter? I'll just do it, and I'll find the answer at some point. If I'm not good enough, what's the worst that's gonna happen? What's the worst that can happen to you if you're not good enough? You know, maybe a couple of people will point at you and laugh and say, haha, you're silly, you couldn't do this. Maybe even worse, no one will say anything, no one will even notice. But whatever. You know what? You're supposed to be crap when you start doing something. You're supposed to make mistakes, you're supposed to try, you're supposed to get better. If you look at anyone who's successful, they've listened to the doubts, and they've pushed on, they've had their failure, they've had another failure, and then they've succeeded, and they've done more succeeding, and then a bit of a failure and more succeeding. You get the picture. So don't be stopped by your doubts. Use your doubts as an opportunity to reflect on what's the best way to progress forward. If you don't know the best way, then just guess at it. You know what, there's a lot of research showing that often our gut is pretty clever. You know, whatever bacteria we've got in there, I guess there's a collective organism of brain power. I know that's not what the saying means. But anyway, listen to your gut and go with your instincts. And if it doesn't work out, then do it again. Life is too short. I promise you this. Life is too short to be stuck by doubts. And if you read stories or articles, or you go and chat with people at an old person's home and you say, you know, tell me about your life. Then all of the things I've read about this is when people get to the end of their journey, they look back and they don't regret the things that they did poorly, they regret the things that they didn't do. They regret the things that they were too scared to go for. They regret the fact that they didn't spend more time on their passion, on what they love doing. So if you love making video games, for the love of God, or whoever it is that you believe in, make the video games. Don't be blocked by it. Don't doubt yourself. If you doubt yourself, then say, don't worry about it. I'm going to do it anyway. And go for it. And I promise you, your life will be richer than if you're sitting there saying, I don't know if this is going to work out. Maybe I shouldn't do it.